Hello! Howdy! Hi, everybody. Sam Goodman. Really fucking scary stories. Thank you for joining us today. We are coming to you from the sunny and the beautiful and the creepy downtown Phoenix, Arizona, here in the Pale Horse Media Co-Studios. Do me a favor. Head over to www.palehorsemedia.co. You can tune into this podcast, all the other cool ones that we have, like the Hop Nerd and Hey Y'all with Sam Goodman, and you can find our super duper cool handy dandy merch store there. And if you want to, support the show, get a cool t-shirt and stuff out of it too. I mean, that's a great way to do it. Another great way that doesn't cost a dime is to scroll down, give us some stars, show us some love, write us a review, go follow along on social media, copy the link to this podcast, go share it on, Facebook or maybe even LinkedIn, Instagram, anywhere that you do social media, people-y kind of things. If you share the show, it really helps us a ton. All of that love, all of that support really helps us to keep the lights on. It has helped us to bring you season 2, and one of these days it'll help us bring you season 3. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. There is no subject in particular. There is no really fucking scary story, in and of itself. But I wanted to tell you that next week, season 2 officially begins. So March the 5th, season 2 starts, right? So I've told you this, but I just wanted to give you this last reminder, because we've been doing all these really cool preseason episodes, and this is just technically a preseason episode 2 of me just coming to you, hanging out and chatting with you for a few minutes about season 2 and kind of what we have in store for you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on the season. I want some of it to be a surprise. I want some of it to be a little bit of a mystery as they come out. But every Friday, starting next Friday, and again, March the 5th, next Friday, we will have an episode coming out each and every Friday for 10 episodes, 10 full-length episodes of really fucking scary stories. We'll run those 10 episodes over the weeks, and then we will have a handful of post-season episodes as well. I am absolutely pumped. I am excited. I can you tell, I'm just super excited for this thing to come out. I'm so excited. What I am most excited about this particular season, I believe, as compared to season 1, season 1 was a blast. I had so much fun. If you haven't listened to it, roll on back there, check out season 1. But I think what I'm really pumped about for this one is the diversity of the fucking scary stories, right? It's a little bit of everything, and we really kind of I really split up into some more true crime stuff, and I hope you caught some of that in the preseason. So if you haven't listened to all these really epic preseason episodes, we talked about Big Ed Kemper, we talked about the Night Stalker, we talked Jeffrey Dahmer fun facts, we talked about one of my favorite places in the world, the La Posada, which has a little bit of a haunted history. We talked death and decomp and tall tales and BTK and all that kind of sort of stuff. So the first episode, I'll just leave you with this. I won't give it away, but I'll just say episode number 1 that starts on March 5th is going to be a true crime. We're going to start right out of the gate with a couple true crime episodes. We're going to kind of get into a mixture of true crime haunted stuff. Then we're going to talk some haunted areas. We're going to talk some legends. We're going to talk some folklore. We're going to talk about all kinds of kind of creepy, twisted, macabre things. And we're going to end on a high note with one of the greatest mysteries of all time. So we'll just say that one of the greatest murder mysteries of all times will be the last episode. So that's why I'm pumped. I'm excited because we've just really had fun. Number 1, I told you before that I do this thing because it's fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't do that. It would not be here. This is just as much for me as it is for you. I have an absolute blast. And it's even that much more fun when I get to tell you not only really fucking scary stories, but diverse, really fucking scary stories. So with season 2 coming, if you have not clicked that little subscribe button, do me a favor, click that subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Let's grow this little creepy family. Show your love for all things paranormal, all things true crime, all things kind of, wonky and out there. Just share it. Just let your paranormal and true crime freak flag fly. As the season goes along, if you want to get into contact with me, if you have input, if you have questions, if you have comments, any of that sort of stuff, if you have, we're going to be doing some Q&A postseason. So if you have any stuff for Q&A, you can send me an email to thehopnerd@gmail.com or sam@thehopnerd.com. Or if you go over to palehorsemedia.co, there's a handy-dandy contact form. If you go over to my personal website, sugoodman.com, that's a really super easy way to get a hold of me. Just use that contact form, drop me your questions, drop me your input, just whatever. You can slide into the DMs on anything in our social media channels, and I will answer those questions towards the end in the post-season kind of stuff. So there you go. That's all I've really got. I just wanted to come and give you a really quick reminder that Season 2, March the 5th, that's this upcoming Friday. Make sure you're buckled in. Make sure you've got a couple crucifixes. Make sure you've got, silver bullets, maybe some sage, incense. I'm looking around here in the studio, and that's something I need to do. We're, over on the YouTube channel, I haven't done like a studio tour or anything like that, but I totally need to because this is like a hall of oddities. I'll just say that. Like, I collect random weird stuff. So I've got all kinds of things. A lot is decorated in skulls. I'll say that. I've got my pandy mask, my COVID-19 mask, which is a plague mask sitting here. I've got that. I've got a couple skulls, but I'm surrounded in I've got some religious candles and some Buddhas and some incense and some sage and some all kinds of other kind of wonky stuff in here. I've got a SB7 spirit box here sitting next to me, as you heard in season 1, as we kind of play with kind of all the time. I've got all that kind of stuff sitting around here. So whatever you kind of curate in your personal space to ward off, all things evil, all things creepy. I don't know. Get that stuff ready because season 2 is coming this Friday, March the 5th. I will talk to you then. Love you. Mean it. Bye. Have you had a really fucking scary experience? Have you seen a ghost? Have you been on a macabre adventure? Would you like to share it on air? Would you like for us to tell that story? Or you just have something horrid that you would like for us to talk about? Head over to palehorsemediaco.com. Use the contact form to let us know all about it. Make sure that you subscribe. New episodes come out every single Friday. We look forward to continuing this creepy, crawly, morbid, macabre, and grotesque adventure with you, the listener. We love you, and we will see you soon. Thank you for joining us today on our trip into the dark. We hope that you join us again next week for all things horror, all things macabre, all things grotesque, here on Really Fucking Scary Stories.